Arithmetic sequences, task cards, activities. Let's do some practice. Let's learn something new. Learning intention. Students can write terms of arithmetic sequences. Students can use the formula for the general term of an arithmetic sequence. They can write an equation for the arithmetic sequence given the initial value and the common difference, and use a created contextual formula to solve application problems. Let's go. Number 1, use the sequence below to complete each task. Identify the common difference, write an equation to represent the sequence, and find the 7th term. All right, common difference. Subtract the 5 and the 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. That's our common difference. Let's do an explicit formula. Let's plug in our values. A sub 1 is 1. That's our initial term. And D is 4. That's our common difference. Let's simplify this by distributing that 4. So if we distribute the 4 to the n minus 1, we get 4n minus 4 combined like terms. And there is our simplified explicit formula to find any term in the sequence. And we need to find the 7th term. So we're going to plug in 7 in place of our n's and calculate. And a sub 7, our 7th term in this sequence, is 25. Task card number 2, same directions, different sequence. This time is 34, 25, 16, and 7. To find the common difference, 25 minus 34, negative 9 is our common difference. We're going to do an explicit formula. There's our general form. We're going to plug in our initial value and our common difference. So 34 goes in for our initial term, and negative 9 is our D. We need to simplify this by distributing the negative 9 to that quantity n minus 1. We get 34 equals negative 9n plus 9 combined like terms. And there is our explicit formula to find any term in this geometric sequence, and we want the 20th term. So plug in 20s in place of our n's. And notice subscripts are small and lower. Okay, that is a sub 20. And we're putting 20 in place of n. Simplify that. And the 20th term should be negative 137. Number 3, there is our arithmetic sequence, negative 13, negative 15, negative 17, negative 19. Find our common difference. Negative 15 minus negative 13 is negative 2, so it's going down by 2 every single time. Explicit formula. Let's plug in our values. Initial values, negative 13. Common difference is negative 2. Distribute that negative 2 to both the n and the minus 1. Negative 13 equals negative 2n plus 2. Combine like terms. And our explicit formula for this sequence, where we can find any term we want, is a sub n equals negative 2n minus 11, and we want the 15th term. So we plug in 15 for n and calculate that on our calculator, and the 15th term is negative 44. Task card number 4. We have another sequence, and there it is, negative 6, 1, 8, 15. Common difference, 1 minus negative 6 is 7, so it is increasing by 7 every time you go to the next term. Explicit formula, plug our values in. Initial term is negative 6, common difference is 7. Distribute, we get negative 6 plus 7n minus 7, combine like terms, and a sub n to find any term in this sequence is 7n minus 13. We want the 12th term. So we're plugging in 12, and we're going to put that in our calculator. The 12th term should be 71. Test card number 5, we have -10, -7, -4, -1. We are increasing. Let's see. -7 minus -10 is 3. We are going up by 3 every time. That's our common difference. Explicit formula is what we need. We need to plug in our initial value, -10, and our common difference, 3. Distribute. A sub n is -10 plus 3n minus 3. Combine like terms, and here's our formula. To get any term in this sequence, a sub n is 3n minus 13. We want term 27. So we're plugging in 27. Put it in your calculator, and the 27th term should be 68. Test card number 6. We're going from 4 to -6 to -16 to -26. We are decreasing. Let's see what our common difference is. -6 minus 4 is -10. We are going down by 10 every single time. Explicit formula. Let's plug in initial term 4, common difference -10. Distribute that -10 to both terms inside the parentheses, n minus 1. We get a sub n is 4 plus -10n plus 10, combine like terms, and a sub n is -10n plus 14. We can find any term in this sequence we want. We want the 9th term, so plug in the 9 and calculate. The 9th term in this sequence is -76. Card number 7. Here is our sequence. -23, -18, -13, -8. We are increasing by something every time. Let's calculate. Common difference, -18 minus -23 is 5. We're going up by 5 every single time. Explicit formula. We need to plug in our initial value of -23 and our common difference of 5. Distribute the 5, and we get a sub n equals -23 plus 5n minus 5. Combine like terms. Here is our formula to find any term in this sequence. A sub n is 5n minus 28. We want term 13. So plug in 13, put it in your calculator, and the 13th term should be 37. Card number 8, same process again. Sequence 3, 11, 19, 27, common difference 11 minus 3. We are increasing by 8 every time. That's our common difference. Explicit formula. Let's plug in initial values 3. Common difference is 8. Distribute. A sub n is 3 plus 8n minus 8. Combine like terms. Here's our formula to find any value in this sequence, any term. We want the 24th term. Plug in 24, put it in your calculator, and the 24th term should be 187. Card number 9, contextual this time. The cost to rent a truck is $75 flat fee plus 55 cents per mile driven. The table below shows the total cost of renting the truck for the first 4 miles. We need to write an equation, or have to find our common difference first, and then we want to know the total cost of renting and driving the truck 60 miles. Okay, formula is going to be very helpful with this. Let's go. So $76.10 minus $75.55 is a difference, of course, of 55 cents. They already told us that's how much it is per mile. So that's our common difference. Explicit formula. Initial value $75.55 plus n minus 1 times our 55 cents per mile. Distribute. There we go. Simplify. So 0.55n or 55 cents per mile plus 75. Hey, we should have been able to get straight to that algebra 1/60th term for 60 miles. Let's plug it in. Put it in your calculator. It's $108. Number 10. Contextual again. Rick has been losing weight at a constant rate since he began his new fitness plan. The table below shows Rick's weight for the first 4 weeks. Write an equation to represent the sequence and figure out how much he weighs after 16 weeks of his new fitness plan. Let's find our common difference. Let's see, 221.8 pounds minus 223.4 pounds. So he is going down 1.6 pounds per week. Explicit formula. Let's plug in our initial value and our common difference. We are going to distribute that and simplify. So A sub n for any week, we could calculate this, is negative 1.6n plus 225. 16 weeks. Plug in 16, get the value, use your calculator, 199.4 pounds. 11, contextual again. Trent borrows $14,275 from the bank to purchase a car. The table below gives the balance of the loan over the first 4 months. So we have an initial value there in our table. And we are finding our formula, and we want to know the value or the balance of the loan after 2 years, which if this is monthly, it's 24 months in 2 years. Common difference is this much. It is going down $260 a month. Put it in our explicit formula based on the table. Plug in your values, distribute, and simplify. We are going to use this formula, plug it in the 24, and after 2 years, the balance should be $8,035. Number 12, Lexi records the temperature of water that she is boiling and records it in the table below. Write an equation to represent the sequence and what will be the temperature of the water after 12 minutes. So D is the common difference. We subtract the 72.2 minus the 70.1, and that is going up 2.1 degrees per minute. Explicit formula, plug in our values. Initial temperature, 70.1, is going up. Common difference by 2.1 every minute. Distribute and simplify. Here is the formula we can use. And we want to know what the temperature will be after 12 minutes. So we're going to plug in 12 in place of n, put it in our calculator, and the temperature of the water would be 93.2 degrees. This now ends the arithmetic sequences task card activity. I hope you learned something new.